Hey everybody, how you doing? IntoWeapons back again with you. Got another cool rifle to share with you today. This one we picked up last week in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. My wife and I go up there every year and visit some of the family that she has in the Houghton Hancock area. While we're there, we visit the couple gun stores that they have, one of them being Up North Arms in Hancock, Michigan. And here's his card and information. It's got a really cool little shop there. It's expanded over the last year and kind of growing, and as many gun businesses are. So again, if you're ever in the area, check him out. He's got a lot of cool guns in there, and real nice guy. He gave me a calendar and a pen and a cup holder with their company name on everything. Was again real nice guy. He even went ahead and gave me a good price on this Yugo SKS Model 5966A1. This is a pretty cool gun. I've always wanted a Yugo SKS. I do have a Norinco in my collection, but the Yugos just have a really phenomenal product here. They built them really solid, and they're known for the reliability and quality. So I saw that he had this one on the shelf. Like I said, he gave me a pretty decent price on it for what it is, and I'm really excited to get it out to the range, do some test firing with it, and then bring it back and maybe clean it up a little bit. The stock's in pretty decent condition, but it'll definitely need to be refinished, and I'll make it look real nice. The metal parts, and especially on the internals, have a lot of rusting and pitting. Looks like it kind of just sat in a safe for a very long time, not really lubricated, that kind of thing. So should be pretty easy to get a lot of that rust and pitting off and clean it up pretty decently. But I don't know a whole lot about these Yugo SKSs, other than they're not readily available online. There's just a couple retailers that have them, and they range between the $400 and $500 mark price range, depending on where you get it, the condition, and the year, and everything that it was made. This particular one has a serial number with a prefix of the letter A, which I guess with the model 5966 will designate the year that it was made. So the A will actually designate that this was made in 1987. There really wasn't made a whole lot made in 1987. It was kind of towards the end of the production of the Yugo SKSs. So this is a little bit harder to find as far as the number of production in 1987 than some of the previous years with the Yugo SKS. It does have the flip-up night sights, and that's why it's designated the 5966A1. I guess that designates it as having those flip-up night sights, much like the Yugo M70AB2 that I have in my collection, and recently put out a video on replacing the tritium vials in there. In case you guys have one of those or even one of these and want to go ahead and do that, check out my channel and you can find that video. But they're pretty much the same exact setup. It just got the flip-up sights here in the back, just like that Yugo. Where it's got the tritium vials, one on each side there, that will give you the night sights. It'll glow. Obviously these are beyond its lifespan of that radioactive tritium, so that is no longer glowing. And I don't think I'll end up replacing it in this. The Yugo SKS isn't worth a whole lot to me. It's more of just an investment piece and kind of a fun piece to have in the collection. So turning it back into a full-fledged working night sight system just isn't worth the time and money for it, in my opinion. It has the grenade launcher attachment, which a lot of these Yugo SKSs are known for. It's kind of its trademark look. That's how you can kind of identify an SKS that's made from Yugoslavia with that grenade attachment down there. And then likewise, it has the grenade sight system here. If you're going to be using that, you kind of push this button here, which I believe shuts off the gas, so it's just a single shot. Again, I'm not very familiar yet with the operation of this gun. And then you just flip this sight up, and then you have your sighting system for that grenade attachment. I know a lot of people switch into allowing that grenade attachment along with some blank cartridges to shoot golf balls or even flares. They also do some of the kind of the fake model looking grenades that you can get. So there's a couple options there if you're really kind of an enthusiast and want to replicate shooting off a grenade off that. It is possible. Again, you just got to get some blank cartridges, 7.62 by 39. And that's pretty much it. That's really kind of the special things on the Yugo SKS, minus the Flip-out bayonet here, which is a blade bayonet. This one's in pretty decent condition. And as you can see there, it just kind of locks into place. And it doesn't have any pitting or rusting on the blade, which is real nice. So real good condition blade there. And it just flips back over like this. As you can see, it came with the sling right there. It's in pretty decent condition. I'll give you a close-up on the stock. All the numbers do match. There is 6 on the exterior, and I'll break it down here for you a second, show you those numbers. And there's 2 on the interior of the firearm, and they all match except for the bolt. So the bolt does not match, unfortunately. It does take down a little bit on the collectability factor of it, but overall not that huge of a deal. especially if it fires well. Got a good grouping out of it, that kind of thing. And we'll get it out to the range soon enough to kind of test that out. So what I think I'll do, guys, is just kind of break it down here for you a little bit and give you a closer up on some of the pieces and some of the pitting and stuff. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out of here on this gas tube, but maybe you can kind of see that, how it's just pitted a little bit with some rusting. Gives it a nice patina, I think. It's makes it look used. You don't want a brand new firearm when it's a military antique like this, unless you plan on just keeping it as a collector and keeping it in your safe. So this one's been fired, not a huge deal. To break these guys down, you'll just go ahead and remove this back like this and this pin back here, and the dust cover will pop off. That'll be one of your numbers there in the back, right on the back of that dust cover. The other number will be on your receiver, and I could have probably showed you that right off the bat there. It's going to be right up along there. I think you can see it there. So that'll be number 2. Number 3, in fact, I'll show you these two, I guess. Number 3 will be the mag well. See if you can see it there, yep. And then the 4th will be, get the trigger guard there. You can see that one, so that's number 4. And see what else we got. 5 would be the stock, right there. And 6, where do I get 6? I can't remember exactly now. I'm drawing a blank on my number 1. Oh yeah, here we go. And then on the top of the bolt carrier. I knew it was somewhere there. See if we can get that in there for you guys. You see it right there by my thumb. There you go. So that'll be 6 on the visible from the exterior without disassembling the firearm. Remove the recoil spring. We'll pull back our bolt carrier, and your firearm doesn't have to be on safety in order to do this, so keep that in mind. And then normally you'd have a matching bolt number there, which, as you can see, this one does not. Not a huge deal. As long as it fires well, we'll be in pretty good condition. And then number 8 here would be on the bottom of this gas tube, without losing my pin here. And that'll be right there. You can make that out there right in the front of the gas tube there. And this one actually has a couple little scratches there. I don't know what that actually means, but maybe a factory refurbishment or something. We got the importer markings here on the front of the barrel. Hopefully you can make that out. I'll see if it can focus in there for you, where it says the Yugo 5966 762x39, imported by Century Arms International. Taking a look at you know, kind of the internals. It is dirty, like I said. We'll have to clean it up. I don't know how much you're actually going to be able to see in there, but overall it's in pretty decent condition, minus, you know, just needing a good cleaning. The bore looks pretty good. It's got really dirty in there, but the rifling is nice and clear and crisp. I'm not going to be able to give you guys a good shot of that, unfortunately, but let's see what else was there. The dust cover had some minor pitting on it and corrosion. Nothing crazy or bad. And the only other thing that I noticed that was kind of needing a little bit of work there was the bolt face. Hopefully it'll focus in on that. But the bolt face had some corrosion on there and pitting and such, so we'll maybe have to work on that a little bit as well. Hopefully that's focusing in for you guys. You can actually see that. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned for the range trip, and we'll see how well this firearm operates and what kind of groupings we're able to get out of it. If you have any questions for me, let me know. If you have any further information maybe that I didn't cover on a Yugo SKS, definitely put a comment down below. Would love to hear it, because I'm not very familiar with this platform, so or even the Yugo SKS in particular, so definitely give me some information if you have some. Otherwise, I appreciate watching, guys. Until next time, take it easy.